This guide is how to get moderately wealthy without using the trading post. If you are looking to make massive amounts of money, I'm sure there are plenty of guides out there using the trading post to buy low, sell high, or buy items with perks that are considered best in slot where people are selling them and they don't understand the value and then reposting them. But this is not one of those guides. In this guide, I will show you how to get a good amount of wealth by consistently doing things every day that will earn you a good amount of money. If you have any methods that I left out, add them down below in the comments. Well, let's jump right in. To begin, once you hit level 65, I recommend that you buy a good amount of 700 gear score items or as close to that as possible, and you start grinding out the daily expeditions. If you haven't done any of these expeditions before, then you will need to at least do them once in order to do the next bit of advice that I'll give you. And I recommend doing the 3 daily random expeditions every single day, because when you do this expedition, it will drop you a cache that gives you 750 gold. Additionally, if you choose the role of tank or healer, it'll drop you a cache that drops an additional 250 gold. If you start off your day by doing 3 of these expeditions, you will earn an easy 3,000 gold to start off your day. And it should take you, if you're level 65, about an hour. If you're under 65, you can still come in and do these. But for the most part, I would just recommend that you finish the main story quest and hit 65 as fast as possible before trying to worry about making a bunch of gold. Having said that, if you want to throw these in and you're under a level 65, that is perfectly fine. But you should start each day by doing these 3 expeditions to earn an easy 3,000 gold. Moving on to the next step, I would recommend you come into the mutated expeditions and you do the 2 daily bonuses that you can do each day. These should take a little bit longer, maybe 30 to 45 minutes per expedition, but in the end, each of these mutated bonus caches will give you 1,000 gold, and if you choose the role of tank or healer, you will get a cache with an additional 500 gold, for a total of 3,000 gold for both of your mutated expeditions each day. In addition, you get a chance at getting the artifact that drops from each of these expeditions. And although we're going to keep this to a non-trading post centered video, I will say that you can turn around and sell a lot of the gear that you get from these in the trading post as well to make some extra money. But we'll leave that out of this one. Starting off the day, about 2 hours of time, and you should be able to do all 5 of these expeditions to walk away with 6,000 gold. And that is a good start for our no trade post gold earning method. To continue further, one note to add as well, if you complete the mutated expedition over level, you will receive an extra cache for doing so, and that includes 100 extra gold. So if you are over level for both of your mutated dungeons, you will receive an additional 200 gold. I would recommend that you continue your next part by running a Merc Guard portal closing run. Not sure how it may start on your server, but on my server, most people will use the War Camp Shrine to begin an elite chest run in Merc Guard from this entrance. By doing this, you will get to close 5 corrupted breaches, which drops a special corrupted breach cache each time you close it. In addition to that, you get to open a lot of various different elite chests that can drop really good gear that can either be broken down or sold. Once you get the caches, I recommend that you open 2 of them and leave the rest for another day. You'll notice that from the cache, you get a lost sack of coins, in addition to various other items, which these corrupted shards can sell for pretty good on the trading post, as well as dropping pretty good gear for your build. After you open 2, any additional ones that you open will not drop a lost sack of coins. And I would recommend you put the caches into your inventory to open up another day. By doing this, you should only have to do a Merc Guard 3 days out of the week to get 15 caches that you can open up 2 per day, and then 1 day you can open up 3, or just stockpile it for the next week. If you run them every single day though, you can just open up all 5 to get the additional loot. But for this example, we are specifically looking for this lost sack of coins, which when you open it, will give you 250 coins. For a 30-minute Merc Guard run, in addition to all the other loot and items that you will receive, you should walk away with 500 coins from these 2 bags. In addition to that, while you're opening these chests, you should get concealed vaults, which you can get up to 3 a day. And each of these vaults drops a wide range of gold. I've gotten as little as 50 and as high as 160 from these vaults. But opening all 3 of them should give you somewhere between 200 to 500 gold to add into that. So you could walk away with around another 1,000 gold from doing a 30-minute Merc Guard run. In addition to the fact that Merc Guard runs are really fun. While you're in the mode of doing elite chest runs, I would recommend you run a Cutlass Keys chest run as well, so that you can start to stockpile your Mystic Doubloons. This is a little bit outside the realm of giving advice for making gold, but these Mystic Doubloons are a way that you can buy items from the Well of Fortune, and that just helps out. And that does add into the next piece of advice that I will give, which is our weekly thing that you should be doing. And as long as you are earning those doubloons, whenever you come over here to the Well of Fortune, I would recommend that you scroll down to the bottom, and every single day you buy these 5 gypsum orbs. If you do this 4 days, which will cost you 40 doubloons, you will have the 20 gypsum orbs for the next thing that I'll recommend. Of course, the other 15 that you get can just go into the bank for the next week. But if you travel over to one of the higher tier areas, such as the Elysian Wilds, or any of the northern areas, such as Brimstone Sands or the Shattered Mountains, you will find this special crafting station called a gypsum kiln. And what we will do inside this kiln is we will want to craft the cache of golden matter every week. You'll see that it costs 20 gypsum orbs, which equates to 40 doubloons, which is very easy to get. And when you open this cache, you will receive 1,500 gold. This resets every week. The 250 dark matter is pretty good as well, but for this example, we're just looking at the gold. Before we get into the honorable mentions, if you found value from the videos so far, I would greatly appreciate a like, and comment below if you have any other non-trading post methods of making money that I didn't mention, and also comment below with your favorite part. As always, while you're down there, hit that subscribe button. For the last section, we will go over the honorable mentions. To start that off, I would recommend that you do 3 of your PvP missions every day. The first 3 missions you do every day, which you'll see the daily bonuses available here, will give you an increased amount of rewards. Not only is this good for an increase in tokens and reputation, but it also does boost the amount of gold you get. Also, once you have these increased tokens, you can then come into the rewards section and buy a variety of different items with these faction tokens. I like to make sure I come in here daily and grab the 3 additional gypsum orbs. It also wouldn't be a bad idea to grab a couple chromatic seals. I did my 3 daily missions and received about 400 gold from completing them, in addition to the other benefits. Moving along with that same PvP recommendation, I would recommend that you come in and do a couple 3v3 arenas, which should take you about 10 minutes each. But I received about 100 gold from my first one that I ran today. In addition, we won, and I was able to open up a cache that gave me some additional gear. It doesn't take very long, and it does give you some minor rewards. I've also heard that there's a chance that a cache will drop that guarantees a 725 gear score item. But so far, I haven't really been able to get that, so I can't confirm completely on that. But hey, it might happen. Secondly, you can do an outpost rush if you have enough time. And whether you win or lose will determine how much gold you get, but you should get about a couple hundred gold from doing one of these as well. While we're in the activities tab, I will say that the raid and the elite trials has a chance of earning you some additional gold. And although it's not in this section, if you go into your map and you check out the conflicts tab, there will be races and wars and invasions that happen on your server. And by joining these, just for participating, you will get a good amount of gold. The only reason I am including it in the honorable mention section is because of the fact that they are very inconsistent in being able to join them. But if you are able to do one of them, I would definitely put this in place of even doing some elite chest runs, because the gold is pretty good from these. Very last, and very certainly the least worthwhile of them, would be the 3 bags that you get every day for gathering nodes. These bags have a chance of dropping every time you collect a node, and they can drop around 50 gold each, which 100 gold is pretty good, but it can be very inconsistent on you getting them. Additionally, if there is an active seasonal event going on, the way for you to get the bag is by doing that event. And as it currently stands, I wouldn't recommend doing that because not a lot of people are doing them, and it does take quite a while to complete those events. So if you're doing them purely to get the bag of coins, it is not an effective way to use your time. And that's all I have for today on money making tips that does not require the trading posts. If you found the guide useful, I would greatly appreciate a like and comment below with any other tips that you have for people, or let me know your favorite part of the video. Don't forget to do all the YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, you might enjoy my New World playlist, as well as my guide on what to do to receive 725 gear score items. I look forward to seeing you guys in Aeternum.